My ex cheated on me in the most disgusting way, so I gave her a taste of public humiliation she'll never forget. Hello, Reddit I plus here. For 3 years, I was with someone I thought I knew. 3 years of shared dreams, late-night talks, and weekend road trips. I believed we were building something real, but what I didn't know was that I was just the placeholder, the guy she used for stability while she snuck around with someone who should have never been in her bed. Let me set the stage. Things started shifting around our second year together. My girlfriend, let's call her L, started getting weirdly controlling. Not the "oh babe, I miss you" kind of clingy. No, this was borderline FBI surveillance level. I had to send her my daily schedule, down to when I'd stop for gas or grab a sandwich. If I came home 10 minutes late without texting, it turned into an argument. She brushed it off as past relationship trauma, said she had been cheated on before, and couldn't help her paranoia. At first, I empathized. We all carry scars. I thought maybe if I just gave her more transparency, she'd calm down. Spoiler, she didn't. Now here's where it gets juicy. About 6 months before our anniversary, I decided I wanted to do something special for her. Something just because. I had a flexible job that let me bank hours and take time off, as long as I got my work done eventually. She worked at a fabrication facility. She was a shipping manager, and her brother, who was actually one of my best friends, worked in fabrication. So I texted him, trying to coordinate a surprise day for her, something romantic. He happily shared her schedule, but something didn't line up. According to her, she worked 12-hour shifts Monday through Friday. According to her brother, she only worked half days on Wednesdays, sometimes not at all. This change started around the same time she got hyper-controlling. Red flag, right? I kept my cool, started paying attention. I took a Wednesday off, told her I had a deadline and would be swamped at the office. I got up early, dressed in my work gear like always, kissed her goodbye, and then I circled around and parked in the back lot of a shopping center across from our apartment. Our complex had 2 exits. One of them gave me a perfect view of the building. I waited. I watched. After about an hour, I saw it. A red Mustang pulling in. Not just any red Mustang. Her cousin's. Let that sink in. I knew the decal on the back window. I knew the dent in the rear bumper. I'd helped him jump-start that piece of crap once. Still, I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he was dropping something off. Maybe it was innocent. But I didn't just trust my gut. I had tech on my side. Before leaving that morning, I'd rigged an old laptop in our office, positioned so the webcam could catch the living room, the bedroom door, the kitchen. I set it up with motion alerts and remote access. I got the alert the second someone walked through our front door. I logged in and watched the betrayal unfold in 1080p horror. There she was, greeting him with a kiss, buttoning down his shirt, giggling like a teenager with a crush. He didn't even take off his shoes. They didn't head to the bedroom. Nope. They made a beeline to our couch. Our couch. The one I paid for. The one we cuddled on for movie nights and game nights and lazy Sundays. They got freaky right there. I wasn't angry. I wasn't hurt. I was furious. I was cold. I was calculating. I screen captured the feed and created a private link to the live stream. Then I shared it with not 1, but 2 group chats. Our friend group and her family's chat. Both of them included her. Both included him. At first, nothing happened. I kept watching them roll around on my couch, ignorant of the digital nuke I'd just launched. Then, the messages started flying. Missed calls, pings, voicemails. She ignored them at first, too busy being a trashy telenovela character. But around the 4th or 5th call, she finally picked up and put it on speaker. It was his mother, her aunt. The first words out of this poor woman's mouth, "Stop fucking my son." Silence, then chaos. They froze like deer in headlights. Elle stammered, "What are you talking about?" Her aunt laid it out. There was a live stream, sent by me. Everyone had seen it. Elle scrambled to grab couch pillows to cover herself. Her cousin, still pantsless, tried to bolt, tripped over his own foot, and slammed his head into the coffee table, leaving a dent. Poetic. By now, I'd pulled into the front entrance of the apartment complex. I stepped out of my car just in time to see Romeo of the trailer park try to make a break for it. When he saw me, he froze. Tears welled up in his eyes. "Man, I'm so sorry, bro." I didn't say a word. I decked him. Once. Hard. He dropped. I walked past him and headed upstairs. Elle was on the floor, fully dressed now, sobbing like she just lost a family member. I walked in, calm, ice cold. "Is that snot or just regret all over your face?" I asked. Then I held up my hand. "Don't answer. Doesn't matter." She begged, pleaded, apologized. I didn't care. I gave her 1 hour to grab her crap. The few things in the apartment that were actually hers. Some clothes, some makeup, a few kitchen items. Everything else? Mine. I paid for it all. She had nowhere to go. Her mom wouldn't take her in. Too embarrassed. Her brothers disowned her. And her aunt? She kicked her son out on the spot. I found out later that he ended up couch surfing for a while before getting a job 2 towns over. She tried moving in with an old friend, but that fell apart too. And our town? Small. Word spread fast. People talked. Whispers followed her wherever she went. She became untouchable. And me? I leveled up. Got a new place. Upgraded my furniture. Blocked her everywhere. Even her brother stayed friends with me. Said he couldn't look at her the same way again. Man, she nuked her whole life for one greasy afternoon. Sometimes I wonder if she thinks about that day, about how she lost everything. Not in a fiery explosion, but in a slow, silent burn lit by her own match. But mostly, I don't wonder at all, because some people don't deserve redemption. Some people need to live in the consequences they created, and she's living in hers. So, after I told her she had 1 hour to get her things out, I sat down on the couch, the same couch that still had the warmth of betrayal, and watched her scramble like a raccoon caught in the daylight. She kept trying to talk to me, sobbing between every sentence. It didn't mean anything. And it was a mistake. Like those were some kind of magic words that could erase the fact she had her cousin's tongue down her throat on my couch like I was running some kind of budget motel. I didn't say a word. Just stared. Dead silence. You ever seen someone unravel without you having to lift a finger? It's beautiful. She packed so fast, she left one of her fake eyelashes on the bathroom sink and tried to come back for it later. No chance. I changed the locks the same day. Now here's where it gets better. That link I sent went viral. Not TikTok viral, like family and coworkers viral. Her aunt, the cousin banger's mom, sent it to her church group chat by accident, or so she claimed. But it was one of those, "Oh no, I didn't mean to send that to everyone, but now that it's out there," situations. She tried to go back to work like nothing happened, but the whispers followed her like a shadow. You ever try managing a warehouse full of dudes after your naked, couch-hopping circus got group texted around town? She ended up quitting within the week. Couldn't even make it through a shift without someone humming the Pornhub intro beat under their breath. As for the cousin, man, his forehead still had the little dent from my coffee table. A nice little reminder that karma's not just a theory. And his mom? Yeah, she didn't just kick him out. She made him do a family dinner apology tour. Imagine sitting there at the table, trying to eat spaghetti, while your son tries to explain why he thought it was a good idea to play house with his cousin's girlfriend. Fast forward a few weeks and I'm finally breathing again, but then I get a text from a random number. It's her. She's in therapy now, and she wants closure. Girl, if closure is what you wanted, maybe don't blow up your whole life with your cousin on a Wednesday afternoon. But I was bored, and a little petty, so I agreed to meet her. At a public place, obviously. She showed up dressed like she was trying to get cast in a Hallmark movie, all soft colors and tears ready to go. I brought my best friend with me and didn't tell her he was coming. Her face when she saw him? Instant regret. He was one of the people in that group chat. He knew. She started off all sad, saying how she messed up and lost the best thing that ever happened to her. I just nodded. Then she said, "I know we can't go back, but I just want to know if someday, maybe, we could be friends." I took a deep breath, leaned back, and said, "No." She blinked. "Just no?" "Yeah. You don't get a sequel after you burn down the first movie set. You get blocked." And I left. A few months go by. I move out of that apartment, get a nicer place, new furniture, better couch, one that didn't witness a family tree folding in on itself. But the story didn't die. You see, this is a small town. People remember. I'd walk into a grocery store, and some old lady would squint at me and go, "Aren't you the boy who caught his girl with her cousin?" And I'd smile and nod like I was some kind of local legend. At one point, someone actually DM'd me a meme they made. A split image. On one side, a red Mustang. On the other, a couch with a biohazard symbol on it. Caption, "Wednesday special. Her life didn't recover. She tried to move towns, but the internet? It don't forget. Some guy she started dating Googled her and found a Reddit post someone made retelling the story like a folktale. Comments full of popcorn emojis. He dipped before they even got past dinner. Meanwhile, I was thriving. I went on a couple of dates, took trips. Hell, I even ran into the cousin once, at a gas station. He looked rough, like he'd been sleeping in his Mustang. I gave him a nod and kept walking. Felt poetic. And that laptop? The one I used to catch them? I cleaned it off, put it in a box and donated it to a local shelter. Seemed right to give it a fresh start, unlike her. Now, you'd think the story ends there. But no. Almost a year later, no joke, I get a handwritten letter in the mail. From her. 4 pages. She was cleaning out her life, trying to make amends, and she wanted me to know that she was grateful for everything and sorry for the pain she caused. I read it, then I fed it to my dog.